A bit of time to survey the scene. That's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is gone. And Selleck here left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Jackson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. give to Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds Humphries. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on now. Get.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Goff on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Goff. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, here's Goff. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Newton on first down. Caught here by Bell. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Caught on the left side by again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
After the interception, here's Gall. Caught, Kelsey, left side. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They come out here in the eye. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Gorka to keep it himself. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now here come the Raiders. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Newton on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
On first down, gone. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Looking deep for Demarius. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing on third. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Fighting under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play action. It's gone. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Goff now looks to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught, Nelson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Seattle. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. A little juke. And now running right through it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
That's right now. 20.
On 2nd and 10, Newton buying time to his left. Incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Newton on 1st down. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.